Okay.
Like, I need to see this before I answer that. I need to see the force.
Okay. We're gonna skip that one. Why are intelligent people being silent so stupid people won't be offended?
Because stupid people run the world. Stupid people accepting all of this. Y'all, the master. Come on now, look at the government and see how they look at us.
Okay. Name the three. Okay, no. Is it okay for a woman to cover the bill on the first date?
If that's the agreement, why not?
When you buy a used car, you have to pay the price for the damage done by others. This isn't about cars. True or false?
Huh?
True or false?
Say that again. It's not about cars. Say that again.
When you buy a used car, you have to pay the price for the damage done by others. This isn't about cars.
It depends on the car, because who's to say that car is damaged?
Well, it's basically about.
Put some money. I love old cars.
But it's about relationships. It's not about cars. It's about relationships.
I love old cars, but some old cars, they're not damaged. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Some people put money into their cars. They just want to get rid of it. I've had many old cars that weren't damaged.
But, I mean, that quote wasn't about cars, but it's about women.
I understand, and what I'm saying is not about cars either.
But what about
every person isn't damaged?
What does a man gain for being with a woman that been emotional with a high body count and emotionally trauma? What is he gaining from that though?
Say that again, from a woman?
Yeah, what is a man gaining from dealing with a woman with a high body count, with a lot of emotional trauma and baggage, and other men's kids, previous kids? What is he gaining from that relationship?
Say high body count, emotional damage, right?
Yes.
What else? Kids.
Yeah, and kids.
Evidently, if he made the choice to be with that person, he had to see something that he was gaining. Why would he? The real question is, why would he choose that person? Because personally, what did he see that he thought he would gain from it?
Okay, that's deep. Do you believe poverty has created the false impression in many women that if a man doesn't give them money, he doesn't love them?
Yes.
What is something you start to dislike more now that you're getting older?
Society. The new era of people who, every era has their own values. How they see things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. I feel like the values in this new generation is just not. I'm not happy.
Okay.
And my kids, I have to raise them in this and try to counteract kind of like the BS that's going on.
Okay. What's your thoughts on women who put down toilet paper on the seats, but they go to the club and have unprotected sex with men, but they protect their booty cheeks in the bathroom?
I think it's funny. I'm sorry, that is funny. That's funny. It's funny. It's. I don't know what to say about that, because you know what? You just had me thinking. I ain't never thought of that.
What's your thoughts on people driving around with masks on in the car by themselves?
Are they cold or?
They have a mask on.
Is it wintertime? Do they got heat in the car?
They got a whole mask on, a COVID mask on, and by themselves with the windows rolled up.
They may have forgotten that they had it on. Because you get kind of used to it, having it on all day. You might just jump in the car. Maybe they forgot.
Why do some people think they need to give them an explanation for cutting them off?
I think that's something to do with self. It's kind of like you want to know why. it's something that will be eating you up inside. You want to know. It's information. It's a question. Why? It's just like any question. It's information you want to know.
Okay.
So you don't owe them anything. That's self. That's something to do with self questions, understanding.
Do you believe your mother be noticing your fake friends way before you?
Yes, I do.
What's the difference between living and existing?
I think living is you're actually living the life that you want to live. And existing is you're not. It's the opposite. You just here kind of like, but everybody has a way that they want to live their own life. If you're living your life the way that you want to live it, that's living. But then if you're not, if you're just here, kind of like just wandering and feeling like you're not living your life, it's just a feeling that you're not doing nothing, like you're not living the way that you want to live.
Okay. How fast are you turned off?
Super fast.
What do you usually turned off by?
I think not being able to I want to say this nice, but you know what I'm saying? When you're talking to someone and it just seems like they just kind of like and you really question, is that person like, is this really real? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really think like that? A person thoughts process.
Okay. Do you believe money buy happiness?
No.
Okay. What makes a guy instantly unattractive to you?
I think a guy who doesn't understand, one who doesn't know how to communicate and don't understand, like, if he can't put, I'm trying to say, I'm trying to clarify, understand what I mean by understanding. A level of understanding of the way that people think. Not selfish about his thoughts, like everything has to be his way. That is so unattractive.
Okay. If a woman cancels a date and doesn't reschedule, should a guy move on? Should he or she move on? If somebody cancels it. If somebody cancels a date and doesn't reschedule, should that person move on?
It depends on the situation. Like, why? I mean, if he canceled a date, didn't reschedule, are y'all still talking or are y'all not talking? Because if you're not talking to him, yeah, move on. Like, are y'all still texting and? Because I know a guy that I used to date. He kind of had some pride because he couldn't pay for certain things, but we continued to text. But he never told me why.
So you basically, y'all never met in person?
No, we had went out before, but he was going through some stuff.
So it sounded like y'all was texting buddies.
Well, back then we didn't text. I'm older, so we would talk on the phone.
Y'all was phone buddies.
I don't know about that because he wanted me to move in with him at one point and I didn't go. But I'm saying that he was going through something at the time and he didn't tell me, and then he later on when I talked to him, Like, after the fact, he told me he was going through something, and it was his pride.
Okay. Alright, I got a couple more. You ever met a toxic person with the victim mentality?
Yes, I just got out of a relationship with. Yes.
Did you ever experience a great husband or wife and all? I mean, a great husband or boyfriend? They said and left you out the blue. What happened?
No.
Okay. Can a kid be messed up? Can a kid have messed up parents and have no blame? And the parents have no blame? He or she was just born like that.
Parents are to blame.
So you believe, okay. So people aren't born evil, they just like created evil?
The parents are to blame.
Okay.
Unless your kid is born with a mental disability, then I would take that into consideration.
What are 3 words better than I love you?
I want to say I trust you because I don't trust people. So if somebody trusts me, that's big for me.
How you feel about children cursing?
How old are they?
Under 18.
Now, I'm only going to say this because my son is in high school now. He learned it from high school. And I'm trying to get him to stop. So, he's 15. I don't like it, but he does it. Now, if he was like 10 or... I would be all over him. But I think because he's older and he's getting influenced by the people in his school, I'm tired of fussing with him about stuff. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna, be a demon mom. Let's say that.
Okay. Why are Christian women annoying?
Why are they annoying?
Yeah.
Is that what you saying?
Yeah, why are Christian women annoying?
Why are Christian women? Maybe because they're not honest about who they really are. A lot of them are not honest with themselves. And they like to repent instead of being honest. And think repent is supposed to fix everything. And they keep doing the same things and not being honest with themselves.
Okay, why are women slut shamed for being sexual and men are berated as creepy perverts?
I think it's the same thing where we don't like to hold women accountable for. It's kind of like what I said with the pedo situation. Where right now I'm really realizing how many are out there because now they're talking about it. They didn't talk about stuff like that. Like now they're catching them left and right. I look at a show and that's all they talk about. I'm like, oh my God, it's that many. It's like
social media.
Men don't tell.
Social media is hyping this up, really.
Like I'm really now just I've never seen so many women in my life.
I mean, they've been doing it though. Like they've been keeping the women under wraps. These teachers is getting younger, feistier, finer, and they want these young boys. And
the young boys ain't telling though. And
they are telling. They're finding out.
When they get older, they want to talk about it.
But they are finding out. The parents are finding out. Thankfully. And what I realized, they need to call it the R word, great, because what it is. Because when a man do it, they say that word, but when a female do it, they try to use these big words to try to clean it up. But it's really
but
it's just
the
bad.
men online they're saying in the comments, "Oh, I wish my teacher would have did that to me."
But guess what? Serial killers like Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer had women send them money and marriage proposals and love letters. Then they want to fantasize and be with them.
Even with Epstein, he had a woman going out picking these women up for him.
A woman wanted to marry Charles Manson in prison. Charles Manson, one of the most insane. You know who Charles Manson is? Heard of him?
Yes.
So Charles Manson had a woman that wanted to marry him in prison. So there's a lot
They need to be held accountable, and I think with a lot of these men,